friends of South Bay, an AutoNation company. Visit mbz.com.
Welcome back to Ducks Live, presented by your SoCal Moss dealers. The Moon lit up over Honda Center on a big 4-3 overtime win from the Anaheim Ducks. But it didn't look good early for the Ducks, especially in the opening minute of this hockey game. Very strange goal.
It was an incredibly strange goal. You see Ryan Getzlaf getting tossed from the circle. He's not happy. And the draw is won by the Avalanche, and it hits somebody's foot and redirects past John Gibson. Odd goal. Start to think, geez, what kind of night is this going to be? But Gibson goes out after the first period. In comes Ryan Miller early in that second period, facing a power play. Shot from the slot. A lot of traffic in front. Puck just goes to the side and put in there by Jost on the power play. And you can see right there, really hard for Miller to get a view of that puck.
Yeah, Tyson Jost would come back again in that second period as well, showing a little bit of speed. You talked about the Avs speed. It was on display here tonight, but almost a perfect shot by Miller.
Yeah, you know, as a goaltender, you can only do so much. He comes out, he challenges, he takes away as much net as possible. Sometimes when guys make that perfect shot, it's going to go in. I was in the building. I heard that hit the crossbar and go in. And, you know, at that point, you know, being down 3-1, the Ducks, it seemed like they were destined for a loss, but call it resiliency or the cardiac kids. I don't know what you want to call it, but it really was. What a comeback for them. And we keep talking about momentum building. A couple overtime wins. You got these two now in a row at home and a big one coming up on Wednesday.
Well, we talked about the game against LA a couple nights ago as a heavy game, a physical game. Tonight, certainly physical, but the Avs, a much better skating team. We saw that speed on display here tonight. And that being said, though, you need your D-men to come up with some big plays. And at the end of the first period, Cam Fowler did just that.
Well, yeah, you rely on your defensemen to block shots, to make a kind of a great play when needed. And you can see the Ducks are always laying out, trying to help their goaltenders. You can see right there, Fowler using his speed, getting back there, just able to disrupt the puck on the stick of the offensive Avalanche player. And that was late in the first period, and when that happens, I mean, that's a turning moment of the game.
We mentioned Gibby going out after the first period. Cam Fowler would get hit up against the boards at the end of the third. He would leave to the dressing room. He did not come back for overtime. We've yet to get an update on his condition. Well, let's find out what the head coach thought about the big 2 points here tonight. Randy Carl standing by with Jill Painter-Lopez.
Ken, thank you very much, Randy. Congratulations on that win. You guys are down by 2. Midway through the third, you score 2 with 96 seconds left. Kasha gets you the overtime winner. What can you say about the comeback in this win?
Again, we had to stick with it. It takes 60 minutes to complete a game, and you know, we were in our minds we were doing a lot of good things, but we weren't getting enough people to the front of the net into the dirty areas. And we had shots, and then Bernier had an opportunity to see everything, and we made an adjustment in our minds that we were going to get there more in the third period. And if you look at both goals, they were originally shots off of people being in front of the net, the rebound, and we got people on the net and then recovered the puck and found a ways to tie the hockey game. And Cassier makes a big play in overtime to get us the extra point. So again, these are big points, and the next one is going to be bigger.
Gibson obviously goes out after the first period. Ryan Miller comes in, and he has to start facing a minute 55 of the Avs power play. They get one. They end up getting 2 in the second period. What can you say about the job he was able to do to come in for the injured Gibson?
Well, that's a veteran player there that, you know, he wasn't rattled by the situation. He just goes in and does his job, and that's why you pay for that experience. And, you know, you can look at it a bunch of different ways, but he was calm and cool. Even though they scored the 2 goals, the one off the power play, he'd stopped the first one. It was a rebound. We weren't strong enough on the coverage of that, and then the second one was a breakaway that the guy hit the bar down. So they made 2 pretty good shots, but he held us in there. He made some stops for us, and, you know, he allows you to get your feet underneath it. Like I said, anytime you lose a player, and you know, Gibby's been a real strong player for our hockey club and probably been our first star in a lot of situations. So anytime you lose a player of that magnitude, you have somebody like Ryan Miller, you feel a lot more comfortable.
What's Gibson's status for Wednesday against Minnesota?
I couldn't tell you this yet. We'll have to do an assessment tomorrow. And, you know, we always, we wait 24 hours before we get all the information back from the doctors.
You guys have won overtime in Edmonton, overtime against the Kings. You win overtime tonight. Seems like you guys have this overtime figured out. What can you say about the confidence your team has in overtime at this point?
Well, I don't know. I think our record in overtime isn't one that we're too proud of. We let a lot of points slip away early in the year. I think there's 12 or 13 overtime losses there. So I wouldn't say maybe the Lady Luck switched on our side for the end of the season.
And Fowler left the game at the end of the third period. What's his status?
Right now, I don't know. It's just an upper body, so we'll leave it at that. Again, all these assessments take place. They take place over the course of the next 24 hours. It's always difficult to make an assessment here, 1 hour after the game.
Thanks, Randy.
You're welcome.
Ken?
Well, thank you very much, Jill. As Randy mentioned, the next one is the biggest. The next one against the Minnesota Wild on Wednesday. Guy and I will chat about it when we come back from Honda Center. Ducks Live is brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Mazda, driving matters.
Let me take this car with the operator. I'm refilling and I can't explain it to ya. I'm living up in metaphors like a therapy. Like on the therapy, won't get scared of me. Pikachu, you, I'm with the operator. I need a reason and a method and a tranquilizer. With a operator, I come fix me. Don't hang on my phone, come here. Oh, here it goes.
The 2018 Cadillac XT5.
Worship me.
Beauty. Greater than the sum of its parts. Get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac XT5 from around $299 per month.
Patiently, quietly, faithfully. Worship me.
I know you can make it. I guarantee you can make it. Hold it wide open, full commitment. You got this. Nitro Circus is finally turning me loose. I'm throwing my biggest, best, craziest, worst ideas, including brand new ramps, into one insane 2-hour show. It's called You Got This. Be sure to come check us out, Anaheim. What's the worst that could happen?
Coming to Honda Center on Saturday, October 13th. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster.
Andre Kosh's game winner in OT. He is the hero tonight. The Ducks get it done 4-3 over the Colorado Avalanche. Welcome back to Ducks Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers with the big 2 points tonight. How do the standings look? It's crazy. We have to look. We're looking at our notes. We don't know where everybody is. It changes by the minute. But as we speak, Anaheim jumping into that third spot. Colorado the second wild card spot. But you look at some of these other teams. Minnesota's within reach. St. Louis is right there. This could be a crazy final week.
Well, and then that's why this Minnesota game on Wednesday is so big, because Minnesota is trying to fend off Colorado and St. Louis. And, the points are at such a premium. If you look down at who these teams are playing, it's all intertwined. Everybody seemingly is playing each other. And looming at the end of all this is that Colorado versus St. Louis in Colorado. Crazy. I would be surprised if that was not a huge factor in the result of whatever is going on.
3 games left of the regular season for your Anaheim Ducks. Anything can happen between now and then. But that being said, we have a couple days before Minnesota. We've had some emotional contests here against the Kings and, of course, here tonight against the Avs. How do you recharge the batteries, so to speak, here and get ready to play on Wednesday?
Well, I think having an extra day before that Minnesota game is going to be good. It's going to let some guys get some rest, get healthy. But I think they want to continue the momentum. I think they want to feel that. They know the sense of urgency. They want to feel that same competitive juices. They don't want to wait too long to get into that game.
Well, that does it for us here at Honda Center. Can't wait to see you in a couple days here when the Ducks take on the Minnesota Wild. And our coverage will all start at 6:30 p.m. right here with Ducks Live. But on Easter Sunday was the Anaheim Ducks. They would fall behind. Frustrations were at an all-time high. A lot of hits in this hockey game. Very physical, but the Ducks, they would not be beat on this one. Andrew Cogliano, one of the emotional leaders, he would get it done. Ducks scored 2 in the third to tie it, and then it would be Andre Kosh with the game winner. Ducks get it done 4-3 in overtime. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Beauty view, huh? It's all natural. Howdy, campers. Another natural beauty? The Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid. The Uconnect Theater with dual seatback touchscreens, Blu-ray player, and built-in games and apps get you from NorCal to SoCal.
A SoCal.
Are these s'mores local? Moment on the lips, forever on the hips.
Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2018 Pacifica Hybrid for $439 a month, or you may qualify for up to a $7,500 tax credit.
There are over 18 million new cars on the road in this country, and at Firestone Complete Auto Care, our 4,000 ASM certified technicians are proud to help keep them running newer, longer, because they know when your car's running right, so are you. Head in through April 2nd, buy a set of 4 eligible Firestone tires, and get $60 on a Visa prepaid card by mail. Increase your reward to $100 when you use your CFNA credit card account. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Sometimes you have to unfollow your old dreams to chase new ones. This is for the drivers. The ones who do more than defy rules, they change them. This is for the unfollowers. Right now, lease the first ever BMW X2 for as low as $399 a month.
Stop remembering the way it felt. Feel alive. Feel life. The night is young. Act young. Have a good time. Enjoy. Win. There is no other time. Play. Have fun. It's your time. Morongo. Good times.
There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, look, here are those two guys.
What are they famous for?
I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. For a limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. Whatever you're getting ready for, come into Supercuts for our attention to detail and signature hot towel finish. So you're not just ready, but super ready. Check in online today.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? Good? Of course not. King of the Hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with over 11,000 total value on a specially equipped 2018 Sierra SLT Crew Cab model when you finance through GM Financial. We are professional grade. GMC.
Ducks fans, it's that time again for some great fun on and off the ice. This week we attend the 11th annual Anaheim Lady Ducks Fashion Show Luncheon presented by the Warby family, where your Ducks bring an element of GQ smooth to the catwalk. Then Ryan Kessler is up to his old tricks as we bring you a special edition of Between Two Zambonis on location at the fashion show. Plus, Kevin Bieksa shares a touching story that has shifted his life to take an active role to support mental health. It's all here on Ducks Weekly. Welcome to Ducks Weekly, coming to you from the Jack Daniels Club inside Honda Center. Now, recently the Ducks held their 11th annual Anaheim Lady Ducks Fashion Show Luncheon. This year it was presented by the Warby family. But before the Ducks hit the catwalk, they headed over to Bloomingdale South Coast Plaza to be fitted with the latest fashion. Well, it's that time of year again. A time when hockey players take a slap shot at fashion. It's the 11th annual Lady Ducks Fashion Show Luncheon presented by the Warby family. This year's theme is boho chic, and some familiar faces try to demonstrate what that actually means. Cam Fowler is back. This year he's turned in his shorts for a jacket that can be worn at Margaritaville.
This is one of the better outfits that I've worn throughout the years. I actually love the jacket.
It's a Jimmy Buffett thing going on there. Look at the shoes; those are nice.
Yeah.
You gonna skateboard in?
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I see where this is heading, and I don't appreciate it.
His fellow defenseman Josh Manson is also returning. He's wearing, well, let's just let him try to explain.
Kind of I don't know. I really don't know what that is. It's a tall human. It's Coach. It's gotta be nice, right?
I'm still a little confused, but anyways, we now turn our attention to a couple of newcomers to the catwalk who will both be part of the professional show.
Brennan Montour will be sporting pastels and would fit perfectly on the set of Miami Vice. Then there's the shine and sparkle portion of the program, starring Adam Henrique, better known as Rico.
This is Shimmer Shine. I need some for my hair. How do you feel about wearing Shimmer and Shine? Great. Yeah. Pants fit fantastic. Rico's he's professional. Yeah, he's professional, so he's got the professional look going on.
He kind of got away pretty. He got away pretty easy though the first time around.
Yeah.
Last and definitely least, I attempted to try on a few things when everyone left, but unfortunately, Manson was still hanging around.
What are we gonna do with your hair? We're gonna do something about that when it comes time.
So the jackets have been tailored, the pants hemmed, and the struts have been rehearsed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Ducks fashion show is next.
Taylor Felix for Fox Sports Extra Point. I'm at Monarch Beach Resort for the 11th annual Lady Ducks Fashion Show. The players are getting ready to strut their stuff down the runway, all in hopes to raise money for the Children's Hospital of Orange County.
This morning we're here for the 11th annual Lady Ducks Fashion Show Luncheon, this year presented by the Warby family, and we're here for a wonderful lunch and exciting fashions, and hopefully raise a lot of money here for Chalk Children's.
Susan, talk to me about how important this event is for the Anaheim Ducks organization.
Well, it's important because, first of all, we're making money for Chalk, which we're very happy to do. And so it's very important, I think, for the public to get to see our Ducks walking down runways in great fashions. I think it's really fun and a great way to raise money.
This is the 4th year we've sponsored this event, the fashion part of it, and the chance to give back to an organization like Chalk that not only is a pillar in the community, but provides the most advanced medical care to any kid who needs it, despite what their family might be able to pay.
My son Justin was chosen as a 2018 Chalk Walk Ambassador, and so we were so thrilled to be a part of this and to ask for all 3 of the kids to be a part of this year. For them to all 3 be part of this has meant so much to them, so much to Justin, and we're just thrilled that all 3 of them could represent Chalk and to be honored in this way.
Doug, what does the relationship with the Anaheim Ducks mean to the Chalk Foundation?
A tremendous amount. First of all, I'd really like to thank Henry and Susan for all that they do for us, and for Paige for her chairing this great event, and to all the players and all the wives for all their support over the years. It's just been a great partnership.
It just touches my heart, and all of us who work at Chalk just, we love the children, and so anything that can happen for them that's exciting and good, when we see them at the end of the runway, it just makes our hearts soar.
Paige, talk to me about why Chalk for Lady Ducks. Why is that so important to you guys?
You know what, we love being involved within our community, and Chalk is literally right next door. And so it's so nice to be able to help families in Orange County and kids in Orange County, and so we are just really passionate about it.
This is one of my favorite events of the year. I think the Ducks do such a great job putting it on, and it's a great opportunity to give back to charity, and just seeing everyone out here having a good time, smiling, not taking anything too seriously. It's always a good time.
What does it mean for you to see the hockey players, see your husband, meet the kids, and you guys get to share this special moment with them walking down the runway?
It's heartwarming, and it's inspiring to see these kids. They always have a smile on their face. They're just happy to be here, and to see the guys interact with them and just put a smile on their face, and it's great.
The little kids are so cute, and they look up to the players and stuff, and it's really cool to see the connection and see their smiles on their face when they're walking down the runway. It's cute.
I think it's great. It looks like they have a lot of fun being here, and hopefully we can keep that going this year.
Put the smile on your face, just to see how happy they are, and the smiles on their faces when they're going through such a tough time. It makes you realize how fortunate we are to live the life we do, and to play a kid's game for a living. And for me, it's a great event.
Stacy as Ryan Kessler hosts a special edition of Between Two Zambonis.
Where's Frank? It's weed night.
Save money on motorcycle insurance with Geico going up the country, Bo, without me. Frank.
I'm going to get nachos. Snack bar's closed.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
Big plays, big plays, big plays. That's it. Now we're in. MVP, baby, MVP.
Is that Mike?
Yeah, he lost his wallet or something. He's on his way.
Classic Mike.
Catch all the action at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I got arrested.
Arrested.
We were watching the game. I had a few beers.
I was stopped at a checkpoint.
I got a DUI.
DUI.
I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFFS. Things may seem bleak, but there is hope.
The only phone call that mattered,
1-800-NO-CUFFS.
they saved my driver's license.
Saved my job.
They saved me.
Thank you, 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
Call now and get your California legal guide for free. Call 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
Wednesday at 6:30 on Prime Ticket. Brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light Pilsner. Cheers, it's Miller time.
Welcome back to the program from inside Honda Center. Now, before the fashion show actually started, Ryan Kessler did something that fans have been waiting for over a year. He put not one, but several teammates back on the hot seat between two Zambonis.
Welcome to the fashion show edition of Between Two Zams. We have Corbinian Holzer and Jean Gibson. We have with us today Brandon Montour and Andre Dredge Kasha. Thank you for coming today, guys.
Thanks for having us. Yeah. It's lovely.
Gotta button my button really quick. Keep wanting to come out. You guys ready?
Yeah, born ready.
Who do you think is the best dressed on the team?
Ooh. I know you want me to say you, but
You can say me.
it doesn't rain too much in California, so there's not too many floods out here.
Wow.
So I'll say Ricardo Raquel.
Wow, okay. He has a lot of flood pants too, but...
What do you think, though?
Nicky? Oh, you can't say Nicky. He's the worst.
I have to go with the Euro, probably. I'm just going to say Hampus.
No. Oh,
That's
no.
the worst
That's
person you could have
worst.
said.
Can you show me your blue steel look? Actually, explain blue steel to him.
You explain that to us. I don't know.
Give me your best blue steel look. You get one chance. Look into this camera. Give me your best. Yeah, that's it right there. Hey? Give me your best end of the catwalk.
When you're at
look.
the end there, what are you going to do?
The way. Okay, we're gonna play a little game. It's riddles and questions.
Okay.
Every time you get a question wrong, you gotta pick one of these cards, then you gotta reenact it. What has a face, two hands, but no arms and legs?
What has a face and two hands?
Okay, you have like 10 seconds, maybe less than that.
Cogs. I have no idea. Caterpillar?
A clock. But nice try. Caterpillar's all legs.
Well,
and it has a million of them. Gaston. You know Gaston? You know Gaston?
No.
Beauty and the Beast. Gaston.
Is that the big bear? The big beast?
I know Gaston, I got kids. Spends a lot of time in front of a mirror. Flex for the camera really quick. Show me your best moves in front of your mirror. No, you gotta stand up.
He's not a Disney fan.
Just look into
Not a
this
Disney
camera,
guy.
stand up, and give me your best flex.
Just like this.
How would you flex in the mirror? When you're looking in the mirror.
Nice. That was good.
That's
all I have.
Very average.
I liked it.
Hey, this is for you. What's at the end of a rainbow?
That's such an easy question. A golden bucket and a leprechaun?
What?
Good job.
He goes to the ground if you didn't hear that. Can you wiggle your ears?
Oh, I can do that.
You can?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
They move?
No. No. Let's see your best hula dance.
So which one?
Do
The
it
left
again.
one moved a little
Do
bit.
it again.
I feel like they're moving up.
Zoom in on this here right here.
Your
Hold
hair
on.
is moving more than anything.
No,
that's
not this.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
So what do you have to do? I get to pick a card for you.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
How many months have 28 days, Monty?
1.
All 12 of them.
When Tina kissed the frog prince Naveen,
Tiana.
she turned into a frog
Tiana.
too.
Give a kiss to someone in the room, then let loose with a big frog ribbit.
And then give a ribbit. Ribbit. You want to be part of the show on this one.
Ribbit. Budapest is the capital of what country?
Hungry.
It wasn't you.
Well, I'm
It
proud
was
of it.
him.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Hungary.
No, that doesn't count.
Thanks.
It's easy.
I helped you out.
Who
Can I
painted
throw
the
a
Mona
question at
Lisa?
you?
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Hey, no swearing.
You didn't think I'd get that, did you?
No, I didn't. You guys got off easy.
Well, thanks for having us on your show.
You guys are both good kids.
Thank you. Thanks. It was fun.
Thank you guys for being on the show. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I respect both of these kids actually. So thank you for coming on the show. That's it. See ya.
Up next, Kevin Bieksa discusses the importance of mental health.
Buy Bauer at the brand new Monkey Sports Northridge or Monkey Sports Irvine.
Oh, here it
The 2018 Cadillac XT5.
Worship me.
Beauty. Greater than the sum of its parts. Get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac XT5 from around $299 per month.
Patiently, quietly, faithfully. Worship me.
When did someday become today? Suddenly, everything's smart. And social. And sure, a little strange. Hey, nobody can see the future, but Spectrum is ready for it, no matter how wired or Wi-Fi enabled it gets. So bring on tomorrow. Spectrum's working to make it faster and more secure. Spectrum, think forward.
At Mercedes-Benz of South Bay, we take luxury buying to a whole new level. Right now, drive a new 2018 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250, just $309 a month. That's the luxury of the CLA. For $309 a month, get the best for less than you'd expect at Mercedes-Benz of South Bay, an AutoNation company. Visit mbz.com.
Welcome back to the program. Now, the Anaheim Lady Ducks Fashion Show luncheon benefited Chalk Children's, but recently the Ducks held their annual Chalk Night right here at Honda Center, which helped raise awareness for mental health. As Chalk recently opened a brand new mental health inpatient center, the first of its kind in Orange County. Now, mental health is a critical issue affecting many of us, including the Ducks' Kevin Bieksa, who was kind enough to share a personal story.
Kevin, a conversation that you want to continue to have is a good friend of yours, Rick Rippon, who took his life back in 2011. And this has kind of brought you to wanting to bring people aware of mental illness, something that's become pretty close to you. For a lot of us who aren't familiar with Rick, didn't have the opportunity to get to know him, let's start with just, what type of guy he was and who he was.
Well, Rick was a great guy, and he played, parts of 5-6 seasons in the NHL, and we played in the minor leagues together, and we came up together, played our first NHL game together as well. So certainly spent a lot of time with him, got to know him very well as a person, got to know his family. He was around other people. He was a quiet guy, but he had, a good sense of humor, and he really liked when the guys started giving it to each other and chirping. He liked to sit back and laugh and watch. On the ice, fearless competitor. I still think, in my opinion, pound for pound, the toughest guy who in my era of NHL hockey that's played. A lot of people that have played against him and on my team now agree with me. So to show you, he was definitely a strong guy. He was fearless. He was very skilled. But he was also somebody who suffered with mental illness, specifically depression and severe anxiety. And it kind of just shows you that even the strongest or toughest people are not immune from this disease. And it's something for the last 6 years that I've kind of devoted to, because 1 in every 5 adolescents suffers from a mental illness. So, talking to kids in schools and building awareness and letting them know that it's a disease and it's not a weakness, it was the first step.
When do you know that with him things weren't right? And at the time, did you know anything about mental illness?
I had no idea that he was suffering through these things, and he was internalizing a lot of things. And I think before training camp, the one season, he actually opened up to me. We were driving out to a practice facility, and he actually told me that he thought about not coming back. And at the time, I think it was like our 2nd or 3rd year in the NHL, and we're kind of, you work your whole life to get there, and you're on top of the world, so to speak, and you've accomplished your dream and you're living it. And for him to tell me that really took me back. So I'm like, well, why are you not having the time of your life? Like, we're young guys, we're in the NHL, we're having a blast, we're doing well. For me, right away, something I didn't quite understand. I didn't know how to deal with it. So I listened, and when the time came, I passed it on to somebody who I thought could help him.
What did you learn through this process about mental illness and how dangerous it can be, and really kind of how widespread it is? And there's a lot of folks out there that have it that just don't want to admit that they have it.
Yeah, I think the danger in it is keeping it internalized and not sharing it, because it's just like any other disease. If you don't get help from the professionals, whether it be medication, whether it be some other way of coping with it, you're on your own, and sometimes that's dangerous, and that's what leads to some of the the scary situations that we see. So with a lot of pro athletes, celebrities that have shared their stories, I think in the past 5 years, and it's really progressed in that people are starting to realize that it is a disease. It's something that you don't have to be ashamed of. You share your story, you get help, and you can live a long, happy life. And that's something that's really changed in the last 5 years, and I'm proud of that movement, but it's got to keep going.
Have you noticed that in the NHL specifically that they're getting behind it, and some of these athletes are coming out and getting help?
Yeah, I think the NHL is definitely getting behind it. I kind of feel like we were at the forefront of this. We had Hockey Talks that was, maybe more Canadian initiative when it started, but it's certainly becoming recognized league-wide, where you recognize mental illness for the whole month of whatever, I think it was February. You wear decals on your helmets. Each team would host a night where they, pay tribute to that. I think hockey's been very opening and encouraging towards that.
And finally, what would your message be to folks that are out there, suffering from this disease, but really haven't gone for help yet?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is just confide in somebody and share your feelings, share what you're going through, and just know that there's help out there. You don't have to suffer in silence. There's options. There's options that can help you.
Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
This month, Chalk Children's is opening a mental health inpatient center that will provide a safe, nurturing place for children ages 3 to 18 and specialty programming for children younger than 12. For more information, visit chalk.org/mental health. Coming up next, it's our top plays of the week.
In the Stanley Cup playoffs, anything can happen on any night. And this is your chance to predict the outcome in the Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge presented by Jägermeister. Visit NHL.com/bracket. Create or join public and private leagues to compete against your friends, family, and coworkers for a chance to win great prizes, including a trip to the NHL Awards in Las Vegas. Who do you think will win the cup? Visit NHL.com/bracket.
I'm Gillian Zucker, the President of Business Operations for the LA Clippers, and we're a client of City National Bank. We were referred by Chris Leotis, our CFO.
Banking a team is complex, and we needed a bank that could meet the challenging demands of a basketball team.
The interactions that we'd have with City National, particularly through some of our athletes who had banked with City National, were just spectacular. They deliver a customer service experience that was beyond expectation. City National Bank is the best banking partner you can have.
Get a great deal more than a great deal at the Hyundai Season of More event. Get up to $3,750 in total savings or 0% APR for up to 60 months on the Sonata. Only at your Southern California Hyundai dealer.
As part of NHL Green Month, the Anaheim Ducks and Honda Center continue their work leading the community in sustainability solutions. On the energy front, this commitment includes the installation of the energy fuel cells that allow Honda Center to create environmentally efficient power from multiple fuel sources, Direct Energy's advanced monitoring system to observe power consumption for efficient and responsible use, and Edge LED providing LED lighting in the Arena Bowl, concourses, offices, and meeting spaces. Honda Center has also made a commitment to adding charging stations for EV vehicles, and the Ducks are providing eco-events that highlight their sustainability programs and those of their stakeholders in the community. Join the Anaheim Ducks, Honda Center, and National Hockey League in doing your part in supporting greener technology and sustainable energy. Now we hit the ice for a high-energy showcase of top plays of the week.
Cuts to the middle to Raquel. Big save, Kincaid. Fat rebound, and Getzlaf scores. 1-1. He's got Zajac with him. Gets it over. Zajac stays on the forehand, and Gibson recovers. Getzlaf right through, and Montour scores. What a pass by the captain. Marcus Pedersen across to Lindholm. Quick shot. Score! Grant was parked in front. Morrow tries to play it up the boards. Knocked down by Ritchie. Off to the races. Nick Ritchie. Shot, save, score! It trickled through Hellebuck, and the Ducks have tied it. Wilson takes a shot. Here's Manson joining the rush. Wines fires. He scores! Just like that. Fowler trying to wrap it around the rebound in front, converted. It's it off to Montour, but it hopped his stick. He fires it in front. He scored! Raquel makes a move at the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Loses the puck. Fired. Score! Hampus Lindholm. He stumbles as he gets it across the line. Here's Henrik over to Daniel. Left pad saved by Gibson. Stop. Fowler knocks it down. Kessler gives it back to Boschman. All in front, all alone is Cogliano. The Ducks get him out.
What a break. My goodness.
And that does it for the program, but as we leave you tonight, a big congratulations goes out to the Santa Margarita Catholic High School hockey team for bringing home their second USA Hockey Division I title. Next week, we'll bring you the final episode of Ducks Weekly, but until then, we leave you with the call of the big comeback.
Williams, back to the net! Bella! Let's get inside! 8 seconds to go in this game. Johnson plays this one over to Solani from Williams. Johnson to Williams to Solani. Your national champ, Santa Margarita. Overtime.